Good morning, everyone. I wanted to get on here this morning and just encourage everyone to get out of your comfort zone and don't let this cold weather stop you this morning from seeking God. You know, if you wake up and it's cold, you still go to work. Or if you wake up and you got a date planned and it's cold, you still go on a date. The only time we get picky or restrictions or talk ourselves out of let the weather talk us out of something is when God's involved. But I want to encourage you, don't let this cold weather stop you from seeking God. Press your way on today. Wake up, shake yourself up, and give yourself a permission to be strong this morning. Like, you don't have to be weak just because you're tired or you feel lonely. You don't have to agree with that. Give yourself permission to be strong. You'll drive to work when it's cold. You'll go to the pharmacy and stand in line for prescription pills for an hour. And then the cashier will be rude. And then you will drive home for an hour and go outside and smoke a cigarette and it's 20 degrees below zero. You give yourself a chance to be strong in every area of your life, except when it comes to God. Right? We will go outside and smoke a cigarette in 20-degree weather. No, negative 20-degree weather. We will go to the pharmacy and stand in line for a whole hour. But then when the weather's bad outside or it's cold or something and God's involved, we all of a sudden get weak. I want you to know you're strong. And even though it's cold today, you might not feel like going to church. You might not even have nobody to go to church with. Get yourself up. Give yourself permission to be strong. Give yourself permission to be everything God's called you to be and designed you to be. You believe that God has called you to change the world, right? You believe that God has sent you into this world to be strong and mighty, right? To shift the atmosphere, to break strongholds off of people's life. You believe God has sent you in this world to change the world, right? So then don't give yourself permission to be soft today. Don't give yourself permission to be fickle, to be sad, to be depressed. Shake depression off of you. Shake weakness off of you. Shake low self-esteem off of you. And maybe you need to even speak a scripture over your life, like I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Like Deuteronomy says, I've given you power to make wealth. The power of God rests upon you. But you got to give yourself permission to walk in it this morning. Yeah, your fingers might get cold. Your toes might get cold. You might even have to go by yourself. But listen, do you believe God's calling you to change the world or not? Do you believe that you have been sitting here to shift the atmosphere? If you've been sitting here to change the world and shift the atmosphere, then walk through the atmosphere this morning. Don't let the cold control you. Don't let the inconvenience control you. Even if you got to go by yourself, you are strong and mighty in God. So I want to encourage you guys, stop mistreating yourself when it comes to God. Get up this morning and go to church. I am so excited to share God's love this morning with his people, to share the word of the Lord. I hope to see each and every one of you guys at Reclaim Church at 11 o'clock, 12010 Crumpton Drive, Ball Springs. 11 o'clock, we will be sharing the love of the Lord and the word of the Lord. I'll see you there. God bless.